Hey, so welcome to the final part of the series. Now we're going to talk about if you should discount your services and when, if you should. We're going to talk about how to attract aligned clients, how to increase your prices and when you should increase your prices, how to get booked out, and most importantly, how to eliminate fear around growing your business once and for all. Building aligned businesses should be the goal for us all. Once we figure out what to do, then we can start really building our business on our own terms. At first, we just kind of feel like we're trying to book everyone, we're trying to book anyone, we just want the clients, right? But once you get all of that done, then what? Then it comes to alignment. Then you get to start making more decisions. So the quicker you can get to that, the better business that you're going to grow and the more you're going to enjoy your business at the end of the day. So I'll see you in that.
But if you take control because you know what to post on your social media and you don't have to guess about it anymore, you do that and you continue to attract people and you're not giving that power to anyone else. You know what I mean? So it's creating the content first, figuring out what type of content to create, getting more consistent with that, and then creating a schedule that makes sense for you so that you can continue to be consistent. Because you work, again, as a nurse, you're busy, you're working long shifts. So how do you still stay consistent? By scheduling.
By batch creating and just keeping up with what I see on my analytics, what's working for me, and just continuing to create that type of content.
So it all starts with the plan, guys. Cece, so would you recommend the content blitz with that?
Yes. I definitely would, because it helps, like you said, it helps you to know what works for you. You don't have to rely on someone else. Because before we did ours back in March, before I even met you, I was contemplating on, I didn't even know you had, there was a program like what you had. But before that, I was thinking about just paying a marketing company to do it all for me. But I knew I wasn't going to stay with that marketing company forever. So what happens when I stop paying them? Then that means everything falls back on me. They know all the ins and outs of the marketing. I don't. Then my business will not be as good as it is when they were doing it. So I don't want to be reliant on those people. So this has helped me to just kind of take things into my own hands. And I definitely recommend doing the blitz because it's definitely going to help you see what works for you firsthand. So yeah.
I love it. Yes, that's my objective, is to help more permanent makeup artists, estheticians, beauty professionals to get clarity on their business so that they don't have to play the guessing game with someone else, because we can't afford for our business to be at someone's mercy. Go ahead, sorry.
One more thing I want to add, when doing the blitz, make sure you're consistent and make sure you actually do it. Don't say you're going to do it and then just fall through and not actually do it. Because you're not going to, if you set your mind to this, actually do it so that you can actually get the actual results that you want. I would say be consistent with it, stay on top of it. Don't navigate away from, the goal.
And to your point, you're going to get bookings in these 30 days. Let's just be clear on that. If you do it, you're going to start getting bookings. Do not take those bookings as a reason to stop promoting or to stop being consistent with the blitz. I think that's also very, very important, right?
Because even after we did it in March, I still, like I told you, I'm doing it consistently for 6 months. So I still did it. And it's gotten me because this is my business, right? I also still work full-time as a nurse. That's 12-hour shifts, 3 days a week. That's my travel job. Then I have 2 other jobs that I work per diem. I'm busy. Everybody's busy, but you still got to make time for your business because you want that to grow. Eventually, you want to be your own boss. You don't want to work for nobody else. So you got to cater and make time because you will have that time. Anybody can make time for what they want, and knowing that this is going to help you in the long run is all the motivation that you should need to actually go through with it. And like she was saying, once you start getting clients, don't just stop. Keep going, because you can get even more clients. Why not? Keep going.
You just keep going. And then the guessing game of how to get clients in your business is gone. And then when you're ready to expand, like I said, if you feel like you want more clients, I remember I wanted to be busy for months. And me personally, once that happened from organic content, because I still have never ran ads for my permanent makeup business, years later, sorry, but it's been 6 years of really having a consistent business. But I didn't like it once it happened for me, because I'm like, I can't do anything now. I can't take a trip. I can't, make those last minute decisions. Even if people say let's go here in 2 months, it's but I'm booked out 4 months. I can't take that weekend off. I'm already booked with clients, and we don't want to upset people. So for me, it didn't work out. But if I have those moments, I know exactly what to do to get in front of more people to get those quick bookings. So it's all a control thing. You can turn the faucet on and off whenever you're ready.
Yeah, you're in control of your schedule. So definitely always have that work-life balance too. Schedule time for those trips that you want to do, or time off for the holiday. You know your limit. If it's 2 clients a day, just do that. Set a goal, and once that week is filled and people still want to book with you, say your month is booked out and more people want to book with you, still build that momentum and tell them, okay, well, I still have next month. Try to get them to go to the next month so that next month starts to fill up too. You don't have to necessarily squeeze them in that month if you feel like mentally it's going to be too much for you, because you got to put your mental health first.
Whatever you want it to be. Because you see, how many people, what's the most people that you do in a day?
I started off, I was just pushing the limit. I've done 6 new clients in one day. Never again. Too much. So for me, my limit is 3.
Okay, so 3. So I'm just saying that for context, because although CC she has her other job, she still has a sustainable permanent makeup business where she's making great money just in that. So 3 people in a day is still really significant. So by the time we worked together, she increased her prices and she started booking those people. And everything comes from experience. So when we started working together, she went from like not booking consistently to booking so consistently. She started taking a lot of people at one time. And then she's like, okay, that doesn't serve me. And then she wanted to travel a little bit. So she started to kind of structure her business on her terms. And even while she was out of town with her travel nurse job, she was still booking clients, although she wasn't even physically there, you know? And I do the same. I'll go on vacation and I'm still booking clients while I'm on vacation to come back home to finish serving. And it does not take as much time as we think because we know what to do. So clarity is everything, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And the way it works is we go over for 30 days. I tell you guys exactly what to post. I give you all the resources because I want to take the guesswork out. I want you to just post, right? After those 30 days, we revisit it and then we start to develop a campaign. Cece is the first person that I feel like I had the most success with this campaign because she was so intentional. And that's when you booked, 18 clients in like less than 2 weeks. And those were people that we retargeted organically that had maybe expressed interest in the past but didn't book an appointment. We turned that into a campaign. So the goal is to get you in front of and get as many people booked as possible in this 6-week process. So now you know exactly what to do in your business. I mean, we would have coaching calls even once we started again in March, where we're like just talking because I'm like, okay, guys, what do you guys need help with? Like, let's reflect. And they're like, no, everything is good. I'm booked with clients. I'm booked. So you guys don't need it. No, because they all knew what to do, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Again, you have a business that's in your control. And I love it. It's like giving me goosebumps talking about it because I'm so passionate about it. I feel like I just want more people to understand that it's possible. I seen this girl yesterday talking about the potential of how much money you can make as a permanent makeup artist. And someone commented and she's like, yeah, that sounds good, except there's no mentorship after you take the permanent makeup class. Trainers don't really care if you know what to do or not, and you're left to figure it out on your own. And that is 1000% how I felt. I've taken 26 classes. And so did you feel that way as well?
Yeah. When I took my first class, I was just like, okay, now what? Because like you learn how to do the actual, like you know how to do the work, the skill, but then you have to learn how to actually run the business.
Definitely. And that's a whole different part of it. And that you have to figure out. So you have to learn the skill and develop the skill, and you have to learn the business and develop the business and kind of marry the two of them together. But again, if you're able to take the guesswork out, it just shortens the time that it takes. This is from experience of me making multiple 6 figures before ever teaching it to anyone else. And then having clients all over the world who have done the same thing. I don't run ads for my clients. So everyone that's had success has gotten it all organically. And again, you get to choose. There's nothing like having a control, like at all in your business. And that's why we started it. So we can create the lives we want. It's not about just how to make money. And that's another thing that we'll end this very soon. But that's another thing that I noticed when we get to the point where our backs are up against the wall, then we want to start doing stuff out of desperation because like, oh my God, I need the money. I need the clients. I need this. I need that. But Cece's approach is the mindset that she has is what's needed because although you have your nursing income to depend on, it makes it less scary for you only to depend on permanent makeup. But because you trusted the process anyway, you were able to create that, you know? So that's where the difference is. If you don't have that stability, just do what's going to bring the clients in so you can start to create that stability. So now you're not doing it from a sense of urgency because people feel that energy and it also repels clients, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all about the vibe you give off. So yes.
Okay, I got certified in permanent makeup and I never used it at all because I was completely lost after my training. That's a very, very common thing. I think that's 10 out of 10 artists, if I'm going to be honest, because I have taken classes with the most amazing trainers and I love them as people. But if I'm being transparent, most of the trainers built their business off of running ads, right? Because some of these ad agencies have been around for several years, 7, 8, 9 years, only running ads. So the hard part about that is now me as a trainer, I can't teach you how to build a business that I haven't built for myself. So all that I can say is just go out and post on social media. So then you lead people to go post random posts and then they're just saying, book now, link in the bio, ombre brows, $200 off. All the things that people are not paying attention to because that does not catch the attention of clients at all. Would you agree?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah. So because you just don't know, you're just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that something sticks and that someone says yes. But again, it reads the clients as desperation. So they're like, well, I don't have to book with you. She's always going to be giving discounts. I had that. When I didn't know what to say and I would always give discounts, I would have people reach out to me 6 months later, a year later. Oh, I saw you posted on Instagram and they sent a screenshot. I saw you posted, $100 off of brows. And it was like, once I figured it out, nah, girl, that was a year ago. Like you didn't try me a year ago, So unfortunately, I don't have it for you now either. But people are going to fall in line with the way that you structure your business. But you got to know what you want out of your business first.
Yeah, I stopped giving discounts. I stopped even doing sales. Like I haven't done a sale in a long time.
Because you don't have to. And then it becomes a control thing for you.
What is the difference doing sales?
I stopped doing sales.
What is the difference? What do you do when you're doing sales?
So, like when you have random sales, say for like, I don't know, like a summer sale for brows, you give them a discount of $100 off of ombre powder brows, or for new clients, $100 off. That kind of attracts people who, it doesn't attract my ideal client, because they'll think, okay, this person is running a sale because they don't have enough clients, they're desperate. And then that's what my ideal clients are thinking. And then the clients that I'm actually attracting, they're following me and they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for the next, I'm not gonna book right now because she's not having a discount or a sale. So I'm gonna wait until the next sale. So then it just makes everything worse. And then those type of clients is the clients you don't even want, because they're just, I tend to see the people who want the discount, they tend to have a lot of they're picky and they give you a lot of issues. So I stopped doing sales because I just believe in my price point, and I feel like my work is good enough for people to pay that price point. At first, when I first met Shawana, I was charging, I just recently increased my prices to $300. And she told me, why don't you increase it to $450 or even $500? And I was so shook. I was I don't know if people are gonna pay for that. But she was you just gotta trust in your work and just know that you will attract people who will pay for that. So
yeah, so your price is $500, just like that. I was your price is $500 now. And you were okay,
Yeah, I was scared at first. I was nervous. I'm oh my God, people are gonna say it's too expensive. No, I do have some people who still approach me oh wait, but your prices were this it was $300. I'm well, now it's $450. Today's prices are not yesterday's prices. Okay,
you get it now because next month it might be $650.
Exactly.
I charge $800 for brows, and people pay $800. So it's all subjective. And it's, again, what we tell ourselves. I say all the time, when you get to the point where you're so booked and busy that you just can't take anybody else, increase your prices. But we got to give ourselves permission first. Most people they have the hardest time with giving themselves permission to move or to do anything, which is why groups or mentorship type programs like this is for me to help you to navigate, not based on theory, but based on actual experience, so that you don't have to, because those limiting beliefs will stop you in your tracks. And then now you take a step back and you're just guessing and you're thinking, and that's not going to get you anywhere. You want to keep progressing. And we've had the conversations, me and Cece, where she's so how do I navigate through this? And I'm this is how you navigate through it. Because I've done over 3,000 clients. I know every conversation from the high to the low to be able to help you to navigate through that. But people are going to pay what you value yourself at. If that's the case, Louis Vuitton would be out of business. Gucci would be out of business. Balenciaga would be out of business, but they're not. Beyonce is about to make $2 billion from this tour. I say that over and over again. And you have the same people saying, well, ain't nobody spending money, but then there's people going to all 3 days of her concert when she's in a specific town. We got to stop telling ourselves those things, because it's stopping us from being able to grow our business.
Yep.
So would you say it's okay to run a sale when you're first starting off for a short period of time, or just start off by what the pricing would be? So yes, you can run a sale, but there needs to be even a strategic approach to a sale. So making it a limited time and setting that expectation for people is important, but you got to also believe it, because if you don't, and you say it's over, let's say today's August 24th, right? And you say the sale is over September 1st, right? And then September 1st comes, and then you do another sale September 3rd, people aren't going to believe you anymore, because they're well, that's inconsistent. She just said it was over September 1st. She's lying. So she's going to keep offering sales. So the way we did kind of offer a slightly discounted rate when we ran the campaign, that's when I would do it, when we're running it, because she was going up to a higher price point. So we offered a $50 off sale, but she was going to $500 from $350. So she was still making $450 on all those initial clients. And then she went up to her $500 price point. And the reason why I recommend that is because you got to get used to saying $500 to people. Because at first you're gonna be $500, but it's okay. I'll give you $50 off, and don't worry about it. I'll bring my kid too, so he can dance in the background a little bit. And then when you leave, I'm gonna buy you dinner after. You start thinking all those things, and it starts to undervalue you and your brand so much more. And so, yes and no. I would say you can offer a sale, but be strategic. Have individual conversations with people versus just putting it on your social media, because people start to attribute your brand with someone who's always having a sale. And it took me years, probably a good 2 years, before people stopped asking me when I was going to do my next sale. I don't have anyone asking me that question anymore. Like I said, we're starting September 1st. So we have 6 days to get started. And before we even get to the point of content, I want to have you guys start to define what you actually want out of your business, because that helps to bring a lot of clarity as well. Would you agree?
Yeah, setting a goal. Yep.
Yeah. So we go over that. So you want to spend at least a day or two going over goal setting and starting to set those expectations, because you'll start to set those goals. And I have an elaborate way of setting goals where I have you guys write down what you're actually going to do with the money you make and all these different things. And once you start writing them out, you'll be damn, I need way more money than I thought. Because no, we don't really pay attention. We just throw $5,000 out there. And $5,000, when you make it, you're like, I don't feel any different with $5,000. Okay, $10,000, you know? So again, we're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. We're not aiming for anything specific. So it's all about being strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yay. Okay, Cece, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think we basically hit all the points.
So I'm going to be bringing her in as well to the sprint at some point to help with content and like how she creates hers. I think she's like I said, amazing at batch creating. And she would just take the time and zone in and be like, I'm going to spend today. And we went over that as well. Like, let's do research and what should we be saying? And how do you find it? You know what I mean? And then she's like, okay, I already know all the things I'm going to be saying in my content for the next 2 weeks. So now I just got to find the things that match up with that. And that's how you make it easier. You reverse engineer even that process. Thank you, ladies, for spending your day with us to get into like this personal tactics and strategies to make it more custom, to understand anything and elaborate on anything we went over today. That's going to be inside of the Beauty Blitz. So, and this is going to be my last time doing it live. After this, it's just going to be pre-recorded and people can buy it after, but it won't be me as much. So this is the time to get in. Okay, guys? So text me, DM me, let's talk, let's get you in it. I hope that you guys were able to get value from this class today. I'm super grateful for you joining me, Cece, and spending some time and elaborating on these things.
Thank you for bringing me along. Honestly, I got some good info. It was nice meeting everybody here also. So yeah.
How do you feel a year later? Like, I see such a change in you.
I feel 100% more confident. I'm more confident. I have more of a clear view and clarity with the direction that I want my business to go. And also like me moving into this new salon, I feel more confident with like promoting it more and stuff like that. So
yes.
Yeah.
And then that fear goes away, right? Of starting like from scratch, if you will. Like it doesn't exist when you know what to do.
Yeah, and if I ever have to move to like another city or I decide to open a salon somewhere else, I know what to do, so.
Awesome. Okay, ladies, we're going to end. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I hope to see you guys inside because it's definitely going to change your business. And everyone enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Congrats, you made it through all 3 classes. And if you missed any of the episodes, go back and watch episode 1 and episode 2 of this because they all filter together. There's a lot of debunking, there's a lot of mindset shifts that happen in this class, and that's what's most important because like I say in there, we have to give ourselves permission first. And if we don't give ourselves permission, it's going to be hard to convince or convey our value to anyone else, and that's what's going to grow your business for you. So although we're done with the series, we don't have to end there. As you heard, we are doing a Beauty Blitz. It's going to be starting September 1st, and I'm going to be going over the entire process with you and helping you to attract the clients that you want to attract into your business as quickly as possible. That's why it's a blitz. I'm going to provide everything for you that you need. So if you are ready to join me for the Beauty Blitz and get clarity on how to build your business once and for all, you could click the link in the description or you can text me at 480-526-4451.